finally, we are here with our second podcast show, the third quarter. And in the studio today, we have 5-Star, my co-host, and we have Cliche. He back just deserved. He ain't gonna take off like he got all them emails and complaints that, that guy just ran off and talked and blah, blah, blah. He hit us, and then he just died us out. He killed us. But Cliche, he deserved. He might have a question or two for the ladies. And in the studio, we have...
Madam Butterfly.
Hold on, say that again.
Madam Butterfly.
Madam Butterfly. She made me go back to the 60s. And next to her, we have...
Alexandria.
And we had some more guests coming, but they couldn't make it. So we're going to handle this right now. So I want to get straight into it. And, my first question is, why do you think you're a good woman?
I'm a very honest, down-to-earth, sincere lady, and I'm very supportive, very caring, compassionate. I have a youth of spirit, a lot of fun, just a real person.
That's it?
It's many more, but those are the basics.
I think that was a lot.
No. I want you to,
I'm just very...
Because, I was expecting more here. And so now I was like, okay, we have 5-Star. You got to get in it. So, I'm
just a very real, caring person. I care about other people besides myself. I care about things that's happening. Mm-hmm. So I'm just a loving, caring person. I know I'm a good woman. I know that. I don't need anybody to tell me that.
But you know what? You know why I believe you? Mm-hmm. Because if you was a man saying it, I wouldn't believe you. So I believe you.
Mm-hmm. Same question for
me. Same question.
What was the question again?
The question is, why do you think you're a good woman?
I think I'm a good woman because I think I kind of have one up on women my age.
How old are you?
I'm 31.
Oh, and you know what? I asked her and she answered me.
What does that mean?
Some women they get upset or don't ask me.
No, I'm fine with my age. Mm-hmm. I think that I'm a good woman because a lot of women my age, they're looking for kind of superficial things. They don't even know that they're looking for superficial things, like how much money he got, what kind of car he driving. I don't care about stuff like that. I care about your personality, what kind of heart you have, what your character is like,
right?
What relationship you got with your mama. Do you take care of your kids?
Them are two important things.
Those are very important things.
When it comes to men, you got to be 2-0 with that.
Exactly.
Y'all women, y'all not 2-0 with that. Get the hell out of Dodge.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I care about stuff like that. I got a good heart. I'm down to earth. I'm cool. I got a good personality. I'm easy to get along with. Maybe a little easy to look at. Some may say.
You're easy on the eyes.
A little easy on the eyes.
You and her are easy on the eyes. So
thank you.
I can look you right in your face and talk to you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Well,
don't wake up next to somebody.
5-Star, you don't want that question?
No, I'm not answering
okay,
that
good.
question.
What you got to ask?
Yeah.
Ask a question. Don't get deep either because I got complaints on you. Ask a question, Cliche.
Cliche, we're going to keep it concise.
Yeah, that's it, Cliche.
Hey, listen. I am who I am.
That's not a question, Cliche.
Right.
We're not going to do that. Yeah. Ask these beautiful women a question.
Okay, I guess the first question that I'm going to ask is, do you offer the same things that you expect from a gentleman?
Absolutely. I know what I like, and it has to be a reflection of me. For example, I want a man that has integrity, and so he's going to be honest with himself, with others. He's going to do the right thing. I want a man that's not pompous. He's not arrogant, and he compassionate. He cares about other people besides himself and what's going on in his world. So just a caring person, a person that cares about other things and people besides what's happening in his own world.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And do you have those qualities?
Absolutely.
That's basically what he's asking.
Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, sure do. I have a good heart. At least I feel like I have a good heart. I've been told I have a good heart.
I think you're a firecracker.
That's so funny you say that.
I think you a firecracker.
A lot of people call me firecracker. That is.
Do they?
They do.
See that? I just met her, and I think she a firecracker.
A lot of people do say that, but I do feel like I mirror the same qualities that I'm looking for in a man, because I pride myself on being a good person and, being a good, people looking at me and saying that I have a good heart. And so that's kind of what I'm looking for.
Right.
I'm looking for somebody to match what I got.
Right.
So, yes, I do think that.
You want this question? No. She don't want the question.
I'll bounce.
You got another one? You want me to go?
Okay, yeah.
I got another one.
You got another one? Okay.
I got another one.
Just a
He's
question,
ready.
Cliche.
I got a whole
See,
lot.
I'm the
Just a
co-host.
question.
Look, I'm
Just a question. But you put me in the last one.
right.
And you only answer one question, so I'm only
I could have
answering
kept
one
going
question.
because you know why? Cliche
Yes.
took over the show.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Because
Cliche,
our
you
other two
did.
guests,
Listen,
my brothers,
I had to pick
they
up.
was kind of shy.
Yeah,
but
I did.
when we do part 2, they'll be all right.
I did what was necessary at the time.
Okay,
To
right.
carry. I had to carry the torch. So I carried the torch.
Okay, we
Today,
appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm laying back. I know when to shut up.
Okay, okay.
No, you don't.
Yes, of course I do.
No, you don't, Cliche.
All right, now this is important to me. Asking the right questions, especially when people are observing or paying attention, makes a big difference. Do you walk into situations with men with doubt day one?
That's a good question.
Yeah, that's a very
You
good
asking
question.
me?
Well, y'all combined.
Without
y'all-
day one,
Yeah,
someone
day
that
one.
may be interested in dating you. That's what you're referring to,
Or you're
what?
interested
Well-
in dating.
See, when we walked in, we all here together.
Right.
So we observed each other's conversation. If you didn't observe our conversation, then you're wrong, because you're supposed to walk into this, trying to get a feel for one another. So I got a feel for both of you ladies as we walked in. So
Did you?
yes,
Oh.
it's my job,
Okay.
right? So the conversation before y'all even basically introduced yourself to one another, y'all was talking about dating. And me and you
was
share something in
you
common.
was eavesdropping, huh?
We in a room that's 3 feet, you know what I'm saying?
do that.
So, but I shared a concern. I didn't know how to date.
Oh, okay.
I was married
You
for a
heard me
very
say
long
that.
time, and once I got divorced, I didn't know how to date. So, a part of that conversation, a lot of times, is doubt in there. Well, I ain't got time for the nonsense, is what you said, Ms. Madam Butterfly.
I've never had a time. I mean,
Oh, no, I
I don't
understand.
like drama. I don't like unnecessary conflicts and so forth. I mean, we should be able to just communicate.
But that's why I asked the question. It's a part of observing the personalities in which I'm coming across. But one of the problems that we have with dealing with one another is we walk into a lot of situations, doubting day one.
I'll answer that question first.
Go ahead.
Usually if I'm on a date or something, I don't come to the date with preconceived notions about
Right.
the individual. So I'm really open-minded. And I just absorb the vibes and everything. And you have 15 minutes to connect with me or not. But I don't come in with go into the situation with a negative vibe.
Okay.
Or thinking, oh, this is not going to work, because I don't know.
See, this is why you can't close us out. It's your input count.
Oh, yeah.
So like, I want to hear that. Cause see, like I'm still trying to grow and trying to figure things out myself. I don't have all the answers, but I don't necessarily always have an open form of communication with women where we're gonna be able to respect one another's opinion. This, that, and other. Everything can't be a debate.
Exactly. And,
You know what I'm saying?
And also on a date, I do not believe in the myth that there has to be this instant attraction and the angels singing and all that. I do believe that there has to be some type of connection, and you guys have to have some commonalities. And you really don't know if that person is right for you until several dates later. I do believe that. And most women don't believe that. They believe that, it has to happen right now, instantaneously, or it's not going to happen. So they really don't give guys a chance. And that's the problem.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'm looking for depth, ladies. You got to offer me some depth.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. I feel you. I mean, I don't think I go into a situation with doubt. I for sure don't go into it with doubt, because in my mind, I'm already like, okay, nobody's perfect. Everybody has a past, Everybody's going to come with some type of baggage. So I'm pretty open-minded when it comes to dating. At least I have been. And so, but I'm kind of leery. I wouldn't say doubt. I'm cautious. And I want to be wise when I choose these men and when I go on dates and, we're having conversation and he's bringing up things. I am kind of like, okay, let me question that. Let me dig a little deeper into that. Let me see what that's really about. Let me feel your vibe. Are you telling the truth? And then I may go home. I may marinate on it. And then, maybe next day we'll talk about it again.
Okay, I got a question. What makes you go out on a date with a guy?
Like the first date?
Yeah, what makes you go out on a date with this guy?
Well, the last few dates I've been on, I met them on an app. So obviously we matched. So I liked his picture, he liked my picture. And so then from there we message. After we message, if I feel like our vibe is cool, I feel like he a little down to earth, he can like hang with my jokes, then I give him my number. We text. He's consistent. We cool. Then we'll have like a meetup. We meet up maybe for a drink or two. If we vibing, then I'll be like, okay, we can go on a date. That's how it go for me.
Butterfly.
Well, if I'm going to date someone, I don't have doubts. I don't, as Corinne said, or 5 Star said, I don't go in a relationship with any negativity whatsoever. If I feel that way, I'm not going to date the person, period. I'm not going to waste his time or mine. So if I date someone, I'm open to check them out and see.
The first date.
The first date, yes. I'm open to check them out.
Now, have y'all ever heard something they said and it just turned y'all straight off?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Oh, definitely.
Maybe not something they said, maybe something
Or
they
how they even
did.
think
Yes.
about life?
Yes.
Do y'all still
Yes. Do we still what?
try?
No.
Absolutely
cut 'em off
not.
and let
I
'em go.
cut them
that,
off.
That
It's done.
depends if it's one of the deal breakers.
Right.
See,
I
every
don't.
woman has a deal breaker.
That was one of my questions, too.
Oh yeah,
What's the
yeah,
deal
yeah,
breaker?
yeah. So you have
'Cause
these
there's
deal
steps in
breakers. Yeah. And if he violates that deal breaker or says something along those lines, oh yeah, he's cut off. It's done.
It's a
Okay,
wrap.
now another question. Bad sex. That a deal breaker?
Deal breaker, wrap,
Oh, yeah.
over. Don't call me no
Clearly.
more. Nope.
But wait a minute, we need to back up.
Even with the sex, hold on. Even with the sex, second chance.
No, there is no.
No second round.
Well,
like, oh, maybe he was nervous or
it
something.
just
Because I
depends
feel
on
like as
what
a grown man, you shouldn't even be nervous.
it depends on what type of bad sex. Like,
Okay.
was it just weird or like?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because there's steps to bad
Like-
sex. Like weird, you know, like, oh, I don't
Yeah,
like
no,
that.
I'm probably not going back.
Ooh,
Sorry.
his skin feel yucky.
I'm probably not going back.
Oh,
Nope.
no.
Absolutely
Who would
not.
do that?
If I'm, we got to be committed for me to do that. To be quite honest. So if we
Exactly.
committed, and he don't know what he's doing or it's bad sex, we'll work it out.
See, you old school. Now these people, young people, they not committed. You know, they would do that first to see if it's good. Then they try to
Oh
work
no,
out the other
no,
stuff.
absolutely not. I'm not
But
doing
see
Okay.
that.
that the order
I'm not
is
doing
all
that
wrong.
first.
But see, that comes from
Young people is all
folks.
wrong.
But wait a minute, that comes from them not understanding the definition between dating and being exclusive. And we've talked about that several times.
All the time.
Dating means that you're in the research process. You're exploring if you want to be exclusive with this person, and you guys discuss this, and you
Wait a minute, hold on.
agree
That
to
our
be
key word?
one-on-one.
That's our key word for today.
Yes, exclusive.
Okay, we gotta define dating
Right.
because when I was
yeah.
growing up, dating means that you
different.
was exclusive.
Okay.
Now the young people then screwed it up.
Well,
So dating
I
means
agree with
I'm
that.
trying you out.
I agree
No.
with that. I
Dating
it's
means
a
for
little
And
me, I'm
that's
different.
just, I'm just
not- and that's not
checking
what
them
it
out.
is.
I'm not trying them out. We just getting to know each other. You
It's
got to
right.
get to know each other
You're
first.
So I
researching.
thought when
It's a
like,
research process.
if me and her start talking, we talking, going out,
No.
all this, and then all of a sudden a month or two, I say we dating. That's how I thought dating mean exclusive, but all that didn't change.
No,
No.
no.
Okay.
And just because you're dating someone doesn't mean that you're going to have sex with them.
That's true too.
Yeah.
That does not mean that. And see, a lot of people get that confused.
Having sex with somebody don't mean you dating.
It doesn't. I think that that's a
Exactly.
personal choice.
Yeah.
It's a personal choice. It's like,
So
do
there
I
needs
want
to
to
be
do
some
this or not?
conversations.
Right.
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 For sure. For sure.
Definitely
conversations.
conversations.
Yeah.
Definitely conversations. So, who? No, she just deserved it.
Moral support.
Okay, let me ask y'all something. Why do y'all think y'all single?
Well, in my case, I have a youthful spirit, and the few dates I had were boring. And one gentleman, he just talked exclusively about himself. That's it. What he wanted, what he needed, etc. He was just
He's a
all about him.
narcissist. Yeah.
Right. And the other gentleman, he saw a picture, my picture. He wanted to meet me, and somebody brought us together. And when I met him, he had nothing to say. I tried to.
Nothing.
He had nothing to say.
Boring.
Even though he saw the picture and he wanted to meet me, and I tried to initiate conversation, and it was nothing.
Maybe he was nervous.
So
Saw the picture where?
somebody showed him a picture
Okay.
of me.
So it's an
And-
introduction.
Mutual friend.
Right.
Yeah.
And he's, oh, yeah, I want to meet her. And,
Because men is straight on beauty. Straight
well,
on
he
beauty.
didn't say anything. I tried to initiate conversation, it was nothing. And then
How
what-
old was he?
Yeah, I'm about to say, was it what?
he was older.
He was
What was
older.
it?
No,
Sure.
this guy is about late 40s, maybe early
He
50s.
should have a lot to say.
He
Yeah.
should.
He should have a lot.
And
He a veteran.
then he said he's giving a New Year's party. He want that person to induce us to bring me back. He said I have to redeem myself. Are you kidding me?
No.
Oh,
No way.
hell
No way.
You can't redeem yourself.
No,
You
no.
when you at a certain age,
True redeem.
you go straight in.
You didn't do
No.
anything to
Right, you
redeem
ain't do
yourself.
nothing.
You don't
over
redeem
him.
yourself.
And then
at his age.
also,
Moving on.
what I consider a fun date may not be a fun date for the average man.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you an example. This particular person is just my jogging partner. It's not really a date, but this is just an example. It was raining that day. It wasn't poured down, but it was raining. It was hot though. So we parked the car and we allowed 6 miles. So we jogged 3 miles downtown. We went to the Jazz Fest.
Right.
We had VIP tickets. The food was delicious. We met some interesting people there. We conversed, had a blast, and we jogged back. And along the way, we met people. We was talking and having fun. That was a fun day for me.
That's a good
That sounds
date.
fun.
See,
Yeah, it was.
Right.
That's a
and
good
see,
because I'm tired of meeting women that don't want to exercise. They lazy as
I was
shit.
about to say, except the
well,
job.
guys
Well, you
too.
figure he-
Go
he
both
hit a
ways.
Yeah, a lot of guys
Yeah.
too, but
It's-
it's like when I meet
Yeah.
when I say something about exercise, they get scared. And then when I do start, well, you can train me. I'm not a trainer.
Well, if you like her, you could train her. That's
No, but after that point, I don't like her no more. I don't
okay,
like her
well,
What?
because I'm turned off.
Okay.
I'm turned off because we sit there and we talk, and we talk, and
Well, if
hey,
they-
this what I do to make me happy, and exercise one because it's gonna make you live longer.
I agree.
And if I'm with my future wife, she gonna have to go to the gym.
I agree. I agree.
well, if they open or flexible,
Right.
then I would think it would be fun for you to show them some things. Y'all do
Yeah.
some things together.
But you know what? Showing them things and like if I meet a woman and we start seeing each other, I'm doing everything I can to make her comfortable. She want me to eat a biscuit in the morning, I eat it. She want, you know what I'm saying? But it don't never be vice versa.
Like the other way around.
Yeah. My thing is working out because whatever you do is better in your health.
I get you.
And it's a turn off for me.
I went on a gym date this morning.
Did you?
I did. It was fun. It was hard. I hadn't been to
How
the
was it hard? Tell me why it was hard.
because I'm not a gym girl. I'm a yoga girl, first of all. So I was like,
Did he make you comfortable?
He did make me comfortable. He
See.
helped me out with the machines and stuff, and he kind of pushed me a little bit. I was like, all right.
You hit a good point. The bottom line is as long as somebody's doing something, it don't have to
Yeah.
be
Something.
And
jogging,
he
whatever,
wasn't there
something
training
physical,
me.
right?
Something.
He was working out too, and I'm not like a lazy girl. So I mean, I did it most of the things.
But you do
I
some
did.
exercise. That's fantastic.
All right, so
That help you get aged gracefully. Tai Chi yoga. So
right. So I don't just do nothing. I do yoga,
Right.
but I don't be going to the gym and lifting weights and stuff. And like today,
You don't
that's
have
what
to.
he
You
had
have to
me
do
doing.
something.
And I was like, ooh. But it was fun though. It was fun.
fun.
I enjoyed myself, and yeah. So
Where he at now?
he at home.
Okay. So was
he in the
that
running.
now was that considered a date or were you guys just hanging out?
No, that's considered a date. I like this person. This is somebody that I've met recently from the apps that I've been on. And he cool. I like him. I'm rocking with him right now.
Okay.
Now, what are dates?
Yes.
Because dates have changed.
They have.
You know what I'm saying?
changed.
Dates have changed. So what are dates? What you consider dates?
Dates is you going out with somebody and you learning each other.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know what each other's about. That's what a date is.
Do you ever initiate it?
I have in the past, way back when. I have not lately. I'm, like I say, a lot of guys are not. I like being physically active.
Right.
So if they not, and be honest, I won't date them.
So basically,
Good
what you're
for you.
saying, the men that you've been meeting are like slobs, or you're not physically attracted to them.
No, they're not slobs, but they just not into what I'm into.
You want to get up and
You
go
know.
dance or something.
Right, dance, ride a bike,
Yeah.
skate, whatever, all that. Still do all that. And as long as I can, I'm going to, 'cause that's just me.
Do
That's
you?
just
Because you
who
know
I
what?
am.
Usually men do whatever they need to do to get to that woman.
And then what?
So you're trying to
They
impress
stop?
her.
Of course.
Okay, but then that's a good question. And so then what do? Stop? You don't do that anymore?
Well, a lot of them don't.
But what about you?
Who, me?
Yeah, what about you?
Listen. I'm too perfect. Because if I like you,
perfect.
I'm
There's no such thing as perfect. It's
No.
Wait a minute, hold on. Let me
There's
let me
no
say
such
this.
thing as
Let me say
perfect.
this.
Right.
So you got to listen. You got to
Okay.
listen.
Okay.
Right?
My thing is, if I like you, if I want to be around you, whatever makes you comfortable, I want to do.
Okay.
Because
So
you're
you
gonna give
open and
me,
flexible. That's
because you're
fantastic.
gonna do the when you like me the same way, you're gonna do me the same way.
Right.
Because I'm real simple.
Okay, that's excellent.
I'm real simple. You're gonna be my best friend.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's nothing like dating your best friend. I mean,
That's it.
we're going past that point. When you're best friends, after that is the bomb. You know.
Yeah.
So, but a lot of guys, well, not a lot, but quite a few don't want to get to that point. Another thing that's a huge turn off for me is when they tell me they attracted to me physically. You don't even know me. Get into my head, my character, what I'm about.
Yeah.
Even if I saw a
Get the
guy and
hell out
say,
of
hey,
Dodge,
he's
'cause
attractive,
he just told you
I'm not
what he
gonna let
want.
him know.
Right, so
I'm
he
gonna keep
just
it to
wants you
myself.
for
I'm gonna get to know
sex.
him first.
He just
So-
told you what he wants.
Basically,
Right,
what he
so-
wants is a pop and drop.
Right.
A lot,
so-
a
Yeah,
lot
we
of
talked
things,
about that word.
listen,
Pop and drop.
Yeah, a lot of things that we notice, less is more at times. Less is more. But I got another question. How often do you incorporate your flaws into whatever your attraction is to a man? So, like, if a man come to you and, as y'all said, something may come up that may be a deal breaker, how often do you incorporate whatever your own flaws are into that person? Because you got to realize everybody's single for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I don't date. I won't approach a woman. I ain't doing none of that.
Huh?
I lay back. Listen to me.
All right.
I took out some time for me.
Okay.
So
Don't make this long.
I'm not.
Okay, so I'm
No,
I-
no. But I ask,
Cut
like,
it.
how often do you incorporate your own flaws into your attraction to the man? Like, when that man is approaching you, how often do you think, I can't think this way, or I need to do this, I need to compromise,
I do that because I.
I was finna give you some. I was like, I know neither one of them don't do that.
Oh no, I do that, and not sometimes
I
I'm
don't
like,
quite
well,
understand the
yeah.
question.
I
because
get what he's
I don't
saying.
compromise.
You kind of like
Because-
check
I do that 'cause
yourself.
Listen,
be
you just
confident.
said nobody's perfect, right?
I understand that, but we gotta have something in common initially.
I'm
To
listening.
even go forward.
I'm not critiquing or
Right.
convicting you. I'm asking a question.
I'm a confident
No.
person, so I'm not gonna be like, oh, what if this or what if that? I don't think like that, but I do know my shortcomings. I do know, things I need to work on. So I kind of make sure I check that when I go into a situation, just to kind of,
Yeah, but it has to be the right situation.
It does have
Right,
to, for
and I-
sure.
It has to be
Like,
the right situation for you to compromise.
sure.
Exactly, and I'll be the
What you
first
need
to
to.
apologize, whatever the case may be. I'm very open, very honest, I'm very flexible. So,
A lot of people don't like to apologize.
oh no, if I'm
A
wrong, I
lot
will
of people
apologize.
don't like that's a submissive or something.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with apologizing.
Yeah.
As long as I know for sure I'm wrong.
Yeah,
But it's just certain things I'm just not gonna deal with. Never have, I'm not going to.
right.
I know who I am, so
Okay,
that's the
but-
bottom line.
on the first few dates, you send out your representatives. So,
wait,
your
who's
flaws, you're not
representative?
talking right.
No, explain.
Yeah,
it to
you
me.
send your representative
Do
out.
you?
You have your you put your best foot forward. So you're not thinking about your flaws. You're just trying to impress
Right.
that person. That person's trying to impress you. So you're not really thinking about your shortcomings or any of those things. I would say from the first date to maybe the 5th date. So you have to get past that point. Then the flaws, you start thinking about those flaws and other things. So initially, that doesn't even come into play.
You know what's funny? I never thought about flaws. I never, like, this is the first time I never thought if you give me the opportunity to start seeing you, I never think about my flaws.
Well,
I never even thought that far. I'm trying to be your friend. I'm trying to make you have a good time. I'm trying to make you laugh. That's my goal. And if we get it, but I gotta like you to be able to do that.
Right. You're not even looking at flaws.
Right.
I feel like sometimes I would intentionally go out with a guy, like in the beginning, like with no makeup on. I don't really wear makeup like that anyway, but I'll go with no makeup on. I'll just be like real regular. I won't do nothing extra. Just be real plain. Just to kind of see like what his vibe is gonna be like. Like, is he really gonna like me for me? And this one guy I dated a few months ago, I did that, and it was cool. We kind of progressed a little bit, but then he like threw it back in my face, like, "Well, when we first met up, you was looking kind of dusty," and I was like,
Wow. No.
What?
He said that?
He
said that.
Did he say that
Did he say it in a jokingly manner? Because see, now y'all was comfortable with each other.
We were going back and forth about his flaws. He was trying to go on a date with me with his pants sagging below his butt.
Oh no.
And I was like,
that's a deal breaker.
I know no good.
That's
and
a
he
deal
was
breaker.
like, well, you should accept me for who I am, because when you came out with me, you was looking dusty. And I was like, huh?
And that's
I
a deal
can't
breaker
believe
too.
he
If he
said
was
that
serious,
to
that's
you.
definitely a deal breaker. I would not talk to him again in life.
Disrespectful
Because
and
I have
immature.
sat up and seen women in Walmart. That's my number one store besides Home Depot.
Oh, okay.
And I seen women, and they felt like they wasn't looking their best, but to me, I felt like you was gorgeous.
Right, because you look past all of that.
Right. I look like, oh, she natural. I love natural women, in your natural state. Because I know when you get dialed up, shit, I'm showing you off.
Exactly.
Period.
Exactly.
I like to show off. Because once they finish looking at you, they going to look at me. Like, okay, she all right.
I feel you.
I'd say communication mean more to me than anything else.
That's number one.
Instead of trying to jump into the dating thing, what I do, if I have a tie to somebody, I'll communicate with them for long periods of time, and I never try to step over those boundaries. Because then, as a friend, I get to see how a woman deals with other men.
That's what I mean. Be their friend first.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's true. All of my
Okay.
relationships have started off being friends first, actually. And I've had really nice relationships.
Okay, now, do y'all ever just go out because y'all bored?
Like, go out, what you mean? Like, go out on a date or
Just
go out?
Yeah, go out on a date with a man because you're bored.
No.
Because I don't
Never
never
did
be
that?
bored.
No.
I got a whole life.
No.
Yeah.
I know a lot of women that do that.
No.
No, I don't have.
bored.
I don't
I
have
got
to do
plenty of
that.
things I could be doing.
I have great
Right.
friends. I have great nieces and nephews. I have a great friend family. I don't have to do
Yeah,
that.
you would have to be bored.
Yeah.
And not have a life just to do
Yeah,
that.
I'm
that's,
fine.
That's insane.
So let me ask, how long you been single?
Oh man, a long time. Seriously,
Long time?
very long time.
What about you?
I've been single for 6 months.
6 months?
Yep.
I'm not answering that.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Come on, 5
You don't answer more than 6 months. What you think, Clee?
It hasn't been long.
Well, I mean, she closing us out. I got to sit back. I got to take what you give me. I'm using this opportunity to try to grow as a man towards my approach to women. Things are a little bit different. Like the last show was a little bit more spicy. Like now we
Oh, no. The last show we did in there?
right.
No. They said our last show was boring.
Well,
But that was our first show. Like I told 5 Star, we warm up to it. It's gonna get there.
I feel like the raw people are in this format. Like you can be raw in this setting. You can't be as raw in other settings.
I agree.
So the more, if I learn nothing from you, then I'm leaving here with nothing. You know what I'm saying? We have 2 different foundations in women here because 5 Star shutting us out. And then we got to observe us.
Shutting you guys.
Listen, her body language tells me when something is interesting. she's reading you all because she's a lady too.
Our
So I'm
observer.
learning just as much from her body language, but I'm not necessarily being edited. I'm just here to observe. I'm here to, chill. But it's important to me to know what you all's opinions are, because I have to walk out of here and approach different arenas in life towards women, and I have to learn from the process.
Now, I'm going to be honest. I've heard from my male friends, young and old, that women these days, they a little different. They're a little different out
I would
there
agree.
now.
They're a lot different.
Yeah.
They,
I would agree.
It's not what I grew up on.
yeah, they,
Not
they
what
want
I
you to
grew
buy
up
them a bag. You know what I'm saying? They want you to buy
Some of
them
them don't even want
bundles.
that.
And
We were discussing
listen,
that last show. The last show.
They
Some
want
of 'em-
red
some of them don't
bottoms.
even want that. I had women just come over, had sex with me, and leave. I never knew their last name. I
That's
never
kinda
knew where they
crazy.
stayed. And I thought I'm letting them be comfortable with me. And then they disappear.
It's
Yeah.
a
They
lot.
disappear. I
I
talked
don't
to
know what
5 Star,
that's
but then I
about.
tell
Yes.
I couldn't believe it, because my thing is I want a wife, but it's steps to getting a wife. And this person has to be my best friend.
Yeah.
First of all, we laugh, talk, all the good shit that come with it. And it's hard getting that, because I'm like, wow, this what the fuck is going on out here?
Smile back there.
Because
Yeah,
I
there
was
you go.
with
Mm.
I was with my wife for 20 years, and it ended. And I'm a single parent with my son, dealing with his disabilities and everything. So it's a little bit harder for me, but I got the time. And then when I give them the time, they take advantage of that. And I'm sitting up and thinking like, damn, did I just get used? Like straight out, like I told Faz, like,
That's
come over
21st century
9
dating.
o'clock, lay down, sleep together.
That's 'cause
get
that's-
up and leave at 1, 2 in the
That's
morning.
because that's what they think you want, because that is what all of these other men out there, that's what they're getting from them. That's what they're doing.
Well, you know
Well,
what? This
some
is.
of them.
I'm gonna tell you this. They know this is not what I'm, because before we even sleep, I talk. I'm a talker. I never was a talker. That was one of my weaknesses with women. I grew up in the streets. When you grow up in the streets, you don't talk. It's all action. So I had to teach myself how to talk. So we talk. You know what I want. It still don't matter, because things is changing. Everything we grew up on is changing now.
Yeah.
So I would meet these women. We see each other go out, and this what would happen.
Well, where do you meet them at?
Oh, online, date sites,
Okay.
grocery stores, whatever.
See,
and then 9
yeah.
out of 10, they say something to me first.
See, that's the depth of that question that you just asked. Where do you meet people? People don't meet naturally anymore. All the different avenues.
It's so hard.
Listen, as a
I've
gentleman,
heard.
as a gentleman, I always have time for a lady. Always. I don't necessarily have to approach that woman in a dating setting, but I always have time for a lady, right? But the thing is, a lot of the things that are, like I say, I'm a street guy too. I came up in the streets and all that, and even though, I'm more focused and more stable now, my lifestyle at time, I can attract everything from the hood rat to the corporate America chick.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And my interest ain't turning up every day and going to smoke blunts,
Right. Not every
Okay.
day.
period.
I got to
Oh,
get
not
to this
every
what I
day.
do.
question.
No,
I'm
I'm
a-
just
yeah.
joking.
I got to get to this question, because it's funny, because when I talk to people, like I told 5 Star, I got my best friends are women. It's 4 of them. And one of my best friends had a debate. She said she marrying for money. She asked me, I said, I'm marrying for love. So which one is it for y'all?
I'm for sure marrying for love. For sure,
Good
without
for
a
you.
doubt. I don't care nothing about how much money he got. I got 2 daddies. I got a good stepdaddy and I got a good real daddy, and I don't need nobody to take care of me. I just don't feel that way.
Right, but if it's that person, you already know if he doing okay and well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I definitely
Right.
want him to be a provider. I'm
'Cause
not
you
about
ain't
to
gonna
be
get
with
the
a
what we call the
bum.
garbage bag dude. Dude that carry his clothes in the garbage PlayStation dude. And doing all-
Yeah, I don't want to be with a
A lot
bum.
of women taking care of them dudes, hoping they gonna become
Yeah,
something.
absolutely not. I know what I'm worth, and my parents have taught me well. So no, I'm definitely not dating. I'm definitely not looking to date someone for their money, I guess. But Do I want someone that has a job, that knows how to pay their bills, that is not going to have no
Responsible.
problem
Most
taking
important.
me
Yeah,
out?
they have to be
and,
responsible.
you know, yes, absolutely. I want a provider.
You know what we
They're
missing
looking
here?
for me to
Want me to tell
be with
y'all-
someone that is
leader.
a leader, a provider. My father don't want me to be having to call him like, Daddy,
Uh-oh,
I
there we
need.
go. Body language. Yeah. But you know what we missing here?
Yes, the provider.
Let me
provider.
tell you what we
Definitely.
missing
Hold on, I
here.
want her to ask. I want her to ask.
You want
Love or money?
No, it's gonna be for love. But I want someone that at least have potential to do something, and I will support him, be there for him.
Yeah, what do potential mean? Is it an age limit on potential? Because I feel like potential is
age
in the
limit?
20s. When you my
No,
age,
well, it depends.
it
No,
should
There's
be
no limit
no
on potential. There's no limit on potential.
Is there no
No.
limit on potential?
No,
Okay.
there's no
because a person could be older and decide to stop doing what he's doing and start a business of some kind.
Yeah.
If that's the case, I'm
That's
going
what
to
I'm
support
doing
him.
right now.
Right, I'm going to support him, be there for him.
Okay.
So
Have you ever been married?
I have.
Yeah. Have you ever been married?
I have not. No, I was in a relationship for 7 years.
Yes,
but
I've
we
been
wasn't
married.
I
married.
didn't even ask you nothing. Listen.
Yes.
I didn't even ask you nothing. I'm minding my business over here.
Okay.
And the person I married was the opposite of me, and I know that doesn't work. So I will not go down that path again.
Okay. You mentioned something about a lady. You said you always have time for a lady. Now, is there a difference between a lady and a woman these days?
Well, I got that phrase or that gesture from my grandmother. I used to always tell my grandmother, I treat her like a woman, this, that, and other. My grandmother say, no, you need to treat her like a lady. Of course, my grandmother is 2 generations older than me. She comes from a different time. Of course, my grandmother was a part of my foundation, and she knew the truth. She knew all of my truth. So she knew that I was in the streets. She also knew that I was a man at heart. So having time for a lady is, first of all, a woman doesn't expose herself in every aspect of herself. And we live in a social media time. So if there's no mystery to the woman, there's only so far she can get with me. You know what I'm saying? So, what I depict and what I push maybe on the social media agenda is different than what a person is going to get from me in real life, because I'm a gentleman. Like, you just met me not too long ago, and I offered.
Wait a minute. We're going to stop because this is not part 2.
No.
Oh, I know.
the man.
It was just supposed to be.
These ladies.
Right. I understand.
You know what he going to do if you give him the
No,
rope.
I just wanted to know if there's a difference between a lady and a
I
woman.
don't know the difference
from a
because I was
man's
going to ask
perspective.
them. What's the difference between a lady and a woman?
Everyone is not a lady.
Okay, so what
I
is
agree
a
with
lady?
that.
A lady is someone who's discreet. We live in a time, in a day and time where women are a little bit more open and opinionated, but a lady is discreet and lays back, and she allows a man to approach her. This is
Okay,
not
I
that
agree.
day and time.
No.
This day and time, a
not.
lot of people got an opinion. A lot of people have too much opinion. This coming from, I'm a God-fearing man, so I approach a lady in a
Ooh,
God-fearing
I got a
manner.
good question.
So
Right.
once God,
What's your
Good
name
question.
once God is excluded, once God is excluded or included in my tie to whomever I'm dealing with, that defines a lady to me.
Okay.
I have a role.
I like this
I'll-
answer.
Is religion big in your decision?
As long as he's a spiritual grounded person, believe in something, believe in a higher being.
It means so much to me. You got to be saved. Period.
So you have to be a Christian.
You got to be a Christian. Sorry. It's just what it is. You have to.
In my case, you don't have to be.
You don't gotta-
Buddhist,
You
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 could
don't got to go
be,
to church all the
just
time.
believe in something
but, like-
higher.
Yeah, because church
besides
is so
us.
corrupted now.
Yeah,
you know.
I grew up in the church. I'm good with that. But I would like for my kids to go to church. I want to raise my kids in the church. So he has to be a Christian. He has to be
He
saved.
has to believe in something.
No,
Positive.
No.
No. For
That's
me,
not what she's saying.
For her, yes, but for me,
Right.
he has to believe in God, and he has to.
He has to be
Jesus
a-
has to be his savior.
Right. He has to be a Christian.
Period.
Okay.
That's the deal breaker.
That is a
Basically
deal
what she's
breaker.
saying.
That's
Yeah.
one of my deal breakers for me. Yeah, it is.
Is bad breath a deal breaker?
We can work on that. I can buy you some floss.
Because they got some halitosis
But
out
you
here.
know what? I'm gonna tell you something. What is a deal breaker? if I do not like your scent.
Okay.
You gotta
Your
smell
natural
good.
scent.
Okay,
And I'm
okay.
not talking about the perfume scent.
Yeah.
Major turn off.
Okay, let me do this.
We were just talking about that last night. I'm telling you that. Whoa.
Okay, say y'all meet an attractive dude, attractive man, and just something something just ain't right. Do you give him a second chance because of something that you do like about him?
Yeah, second chance.
Is this second chances in that?
And what's going on with him?
Like what? Like you can go out with doing maybe a shirt wrinkle or something. Like, oh, that's not cool.
Yeah.
You know what?
I'm gonna give him
They
a second
should
chance.
know.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what?
simple stuff though. I'm not talking about.
No. If you're going out with me and you don't take pride in your appearance, no.
Right.
You
should
shouldn't.
know.
Wait a minute. First of all, you're going to know in advance that you're going out with me. First of all, because you can't call me an hour ahead of time and say, hey, we're going out.
Right,
So
that's
your
true.
shirt should be ironed or cleaned or whatever. So you should be dressed appropriately. You should be clean. You should brush your teeth. All those things. You should be well grown.
All of that.
That means something to me. Because if you're not, I mean, that's letting me know you don't really care about your appearance. And I need somebody who cares about their appearance. Because I care about my appearance. I take pride in that.
Because you know, after a while, men get
no.
sloppy.
No.
That's
Yeah, I don't
unacceptable.
like
They
that.
get sloppy.
No.
They
You need
stop
to
doing the stuff that
keep it
made you
together.
attracted to them in the first
it
place.
together.
And they
all the
shouldn't, because we don't
time.
stop.
Nah,
So-
y'all don't stop.
Unacceptable.
Some of us do stop.
Yeah, some.
Some do. Let's just keep it G.
Some do.
Some do.
Yeah, they do.
I don't. I'm just saying.
That's not good.
Okay. I want to know, ladies, what's your ideal date?
I told you mine. I like having fun, so.
Okay, well, that was a
You like
nice one.
what?
What's another ideal date? You said the fitness one.
Well, I like to do a variety of things, so
Well, just give me one. I know.
just one time we went to Belle Isle. This one.
Well, it
gentleman
doesn't
and I-
have to be something you've done in the past. Just
Just-
what is your ideal? Like the
just-
future one that you want.
I-
A future one.
It's hard to answer that because I like to do a variety of different things. So there's plenty of options. You know.
You high energy.
Yeah, I like to do right. I'm very flexible. I like to do all kind of things. So finding a something to do and have fun with should not be difficult.
Okay, because what I'm trying to do, because the guys, they want, most men want to create this ideal date for the woman, and I was just trying to give them some suggestions. So that's, could you help
In my
us
case,
out
I'm
here?
so open and flexible. It's easy. So
That's
I don't know. It might be
Okay,
different.
so what
for
about
her.
you,
I don't know.
Alexandria?
I just started this whole dating thing. Someone else asked me this question, and I don't really know. But what I do know is I like to do fun things, and I'm very adventurous. So, like,
What's the top of the fun things?
So,
It's
like-
eating, ain't it?
well, no, that's regular. We gotta eat, right?
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
it's
probably-
eating though.
I mean, no, not for real.
No, it's
No.
not.
Like I really like the gym date today. So like the dude I'm dating now, he likes to do like crazy stuff. Like he done been skydiving and
Right.
he done all that
Be
kind of
adventurous,
stuff.
you
Like
know,
if he was to say, okay, come on, next weekend we're gonna get up and we're gonna go bungee jumping. Like
He's
I
black?
He is black.
Is he?
He from the east
Good
side
for him.
too.
Good for him.
Yeah,
Because we so stuck
Oh,
in
wait
this
a minute, because
box.
you know I was getting ready to get on you, because what's wrong with other?
No.
Oh.
Nothing wrong with other.
Okay.
But I'm saying, growing up, like how I grew up, we so stuck in basketball,
Yeah.
football.
You right about that.
It's when I meet a woman and we start talking, she be shocked at the stuff that I want to do.
Yeah, I want to
And it
do
throws
stuff
her
like
off.
do crazy stuff.
And my thing is, I can't date a lazy woman. I
or
hate
scary
that.
or scary.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, like I just can't do it. It's a straight deal breaker for me. If I'm start seeing you, and I can adjust to anything to make you happy. That's my goal, cause I know you gonna do the same for me.
Yeah, you would hope so.
Right?
Yeah, I feel you.
Would you? Who me?
Yeah.
How?
Ooh.
You just did
Speak
it.
up then,
You
sis.
deal with anything.
Yeah, get in the mic,
Get
sis.
that mic.
Get in the
No,
mic.
Just get in the mic.
No, London, you started it.
Right.
You
Come
Randy,
on.
make her get to the mic.
No, once
you
you
started
talk,
it.
you
Turn
gotta
on
talk. You
her
gotta
mic.
be
Turn
heard.
on Miss
Turn
London.
on her mic.
Tell me that.
No, just
No,
skip
no, no,
right.
no.
Just,
You
I'm
came
sorry,
in the
if-
room, baby.
just talking to the
no, I'm
mic.
talking about
No,
if-
you're not on
no,
camera.
you're not on
Back
camera.
here.
Only because you just said that you could deal with anything. If you can deal with anything, then why wouldn't you deal with a female that has maybe some shortcomings that you can help her with? You can't flip flop.
It depends on the shortcomings.
No, you just said a person. They were talking about a person as far as working out and stuff like that. If they didn't do that, sometimes somebody need that
A
leader.
push.
Exactly.
That's what
And
I'm
a
good
male.
at.
Okay, but you just said it's a deal breaker. You can't do
Yeah,
both.
if they don't want to keep it going, if they don't,
Then you
they
just
only
say
doing
that,
it just
though.
to satisfy me, you know, and they don't want to keep it going, just let me know.
Right.
Don't let me guess. I don't want to guess.
No woman.
Don't do nothing to
it's
make me
not
happy.
a lot of women in here who loves to work out. They do it because we
Oh,
need
I
to
met
have
some
to
lady-
do it.
yeah,
I said
know.
it's not a lot. I didn't
It's a
say
lot.
it's not any.
No, you're right.
But
You're right.
most women, we got 10,000 more things to do. But we know we need to do and have to do it for health reasons.
Right.
So, of course, we do need that extra push and that extra time. And if you can do it with the person that you're interested in, I think that woman would do it more than you even believe she would.
She would definitely do it more, but I don't want to beg her to do it.
You shouldn't. I don't think that you
That's
would.
my thing. I
You
don't wanna
just
beg her
can't
to do it.
go into
'Cause
and
I
say
have
it's a
dated some
deal breaker,
women-
'cause it shouldn't be.
No, I had dated some women, and they started off thinking that was pleasing me. I don't want you to please me. I want you to do this without me, because when you get my age, this what you. The only way you can keep going, you gotta.
They may start off doing it to please you.
Right.
They may start off doing it to please you, and could very well fall in love with how it makes them feel afterwards.
Right.
It's
But
approach.
that might exactly. It may take a while though.
Approach is everything.
I got a while.
Absolutely.
I got a long
You-
time.
yeah.
I got a long
Patience.
time.
You gotta be patient.
Listen, you can. I can ask a woman to go walk on the beach with me, and it's gonna be exercise.
What beach you been to?
Wherever you can go to the Belle Isle.
What beach you
Not
been
Belle
to?
Isle.
I've been to the beach.
Yeah,
I'm-
that
I've
ain't
been
no-
everywhere.
Belle Isle is not a
Listen,
beach.
I've been everywhere, but I'm
Mine
talking
is Belle
about.
Isle Beach.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Thank
Like
you.
I
Thank
said,
you.
absolutely
listen,
not.
what I'm
Me and
saying
her-
is-
See, people don't know me and her
Yeah.
go way back.
See, listen,
she
the
know me
approach-
with the young
Please don't take your shoes off at that.
No,
beach.
but I'm talking about the approach. No matter what it is, if you tell a person to come here and go to rural local, let's just walk from restaurant to restaurant. The approach is everything. If I walk a woman down the street and my conversation is appealing to her, then she's gonna follow my conversation until her feet hurt.
Yeah, that's true.
You know what I'm saying? So it's
I agree.
approach. Listen to me.
I agree.
Here's something that we've been very politically correct. Some people got it and some people don't. Some men
Yeah.
got what it takes to attract women. Some women have what it takes to attract men, and everybody else just bitter.
You got it.
I got it.
But you
Got
may
it.
be able to attract them, but can you keep them?
Yeah, I was married
That's the
22
secret.
years.
No. She ain't talking
No,
about
but I'm
what
talking
you was
about
married
yes,
to. She
yes.
talking about
Because when-
single. Can
yes,
you
listen.
keep 'em?
Even as a single man, I can attract. I'm getting more attention than I can handle. The thing is, I'm laid back about it. I'm humble about it because I'm a man. Like I say, my goal is a wife. I'm not trying to have
But
all the multiple women.
most men get tons of attention because it's way more men out here than it is looking for women. So that's always, and it's been a given.
It's 9
But
to
you
1
know
out
what?
here.
Tons
You
of
know
'em.
what?
Yeah.
It didn't used to
Tons
be
of
like
'em.
that. And I was telling Five Star, like I'm getting all these women. Now I understand because either a lot of them dead or in jail. So now y'all, you know what? This something else too. This really burns me up. This really burns me the fuck up. Why come men that's married, living with a woman, they get more action than a single man?
Because women don't be knowing their worth and they be insecure and they be feeling like they can't
Exactly.
get their own, and if they get somebody else, man, that's gonna make them feel better. But really, it's just gonna get their ass beat. Really, that's just really what that is.
London, I hate that. I swear I meet women. Well, I met this one woman. She was waiting on this dude for 10 years. Never left his wife. Here I come along. I'm going to keep waiting.
I can't relate to that.
I mean, yeah, I can't either. I just,
Yeah.
but I have heard so many stories and seen so many situations.
I can't never say that it's not a whole slew of good women out here. It is. The thing is, we speak on and our opinions come from what we see and what's broadcasted. From the women who voice their opinions, from the men who do wrong. That's what takes up the foundation of what we see. the people who are actually worth approaching and things like that, we don't always see them because
You're
it has
right.
to come around naturally.
You're right.
Because I give it to women on every platform that I have, but I'm a man first. You know what I'm saying? I'm a man first. I'm a God-fearing man first. So a woman doesn't have to be mine for me to appreciate her.
Good. And you should be able to appreciate a woman with an opinion. You have to be able
No,
to
I
appreciate
don't-
women with opinions.
Listen to me.
'Cause a lot of us old school girls have plenty of opinions.
You old school?
Yeah.
Just a little
Listen,
bit.
listen to me, right? One thing for sure, regardless of who I deal with, regardless of what the situation is, if commitment comes about, I'm the lead.
As
A
it
woman-
should
listen,
be.
a woman-
As
listen,
it should
A woman
be.
can have all the opinions she wants, right? She better be able to live up to it.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you something. You're not gonna hear this come from a lot of people. I don't care about no woman telling me what her worth is, because I define what your worth is to me. No, listen to me.
Okay,
Listen to me.
I want you to explain that.
All right, what I mean
get
by
what
that
he's
is,
saying.
Explain it quick.
listen to me,
Say
right?
this ain't the first show.
No.
Explain it quick.
No, what I'm saying
You
is,
know I love you.
when I
You know
approach,
that.
listen,
You know
when I
that.
approach a woman, a woman who got too much of an opinion, when I'm coming through God's eyes, then I define what that woman's worth is by committing to her, by being good to her, by laying a foundation for her. You know what I'm saying? A woman with too much of an opinion, she got to be able to back up.
Right.
When she open her mouth, she got to be able to back it up, because I ain't going to never lean on no woman.
And most of them
Cause she,
do.
cause she ain't
Most of
mine.
them- most
If she
of
ain't
them
listen,
do.
right? If she ain't mine, then I'm not placing all that responsibility upon her. Because until I'm committed to that woman, you know, then her opinion, you know, my woman could have her. She could run everything if she want to.
As long as
No,
you
'cause
able
see-
to
no,
walk the walk that
Oh,
you're
oh,
talking.
listen, I ain't got no
because
problem
a
with
lot
it.
of men say what you're saying.
Yeah,
Listen,
But
and they
portray
don't.
something
Let me tell you,
totally
listen,
different.
men who
And they
fall
don't.
short are men who
These
have too
new-
many women. Men who commit to who they're with, they don't have those problems because they're not trying to spread themselves thin. See, a man who actually steps up. See, this is what I'm saying. The doubt thing, you don't hear no doubt in my voice.
Teach them, bro.
You don't hear no doubt in my voice. So can't no woman overpower me. Not because I'm 6'1", 260. They can't overpower me because I have a foundation.
That's my point when I
he's
say
6'1".
let
How
them
tall are
have
you?
an opinion,
What
because
is
that's
6'6"?
it's just that it's an opinion. You can listen to
I'm
them
6'1" with
because
heels.
just like you said, you in the firm and what you're doing and what you believe in, but you got to be able to at least hear them out and let that person feel
Listen,
like they
I
have
ain't
self
gonna-
worth.
I'm not- you can't silence no black woman.
Okay,
Yeah.
I got a
I
question.
ain't trying to silence no black woman.
I just heard you say too many times that we got too many opinions out here.
No, listen to me.
And-
when a woman opens her mouth, let it count.
I
Woman,
get what
it
he's
gotta
saying.
count.
I totally
Because guess
understand what he's
if,
saying.
If all the burden in society is telling me what I'm supposed to be as a man,
Mm-hmm.
man, I tell a woman, you better tighten up.
That's right. You better
Because I know- I
bring
know
the
it's
same
a-
thing.
Right.
Right,
what
right.
y'all told
Okay,
me.
let me
This
ask
is
this
totally
question. Let me
different.
ask this question because Butterfly ain't really been talking.
No, she hasn't.
No.
So we
She
got to
ain't
get
been
her in the
talking.
conversation.
Do you based on meeting somebody on a zodiac sign?
No,
Ooh, I
I do not.
No.
No.
I do.
I
I
do
think it
too.
has- I think
Oh,
I
yes,
do too.
definitely.
Some truth
You
to
do
it.
too? No.
I do.
Because I asked that because I've been getting that lately.
That's what it is. I'm a Gemini, and people always, every time I tell them that, they be like, "Oh my gosh, you crazy." And, you know, I might be a little crazy. Y'all know I'm a firecracker.
I mean,
But
I was getting it so much. I started reading it.
you should. And you
I shouldn't.
And you realize too. You probably
I
was like,
sh-
"Dang,
I
this is kind
shouldn't.
of like
It
me."
does if you really
And then
dig
I
deep
shouldn't.
into it.
Yeah,
It
Then I
tells
started
you a lot
reading
about
it.
yourself.
And guess
It
what?
does.
It started telling me about myself.
Yes, and you
right.
was like,
does.
"Dang, this is
And the
me."
number one thing was I overthink.
What are you?
Virgo.
It's Virgo.
That's Beyonce's sign. Okay.
It's mine.
Yeah.
That's yours?
Yeah. Very detail
But male and
oriented.
female
Yeah.
Virgos are different.
They are.
Yeah.
I don't
Are
know
they?
much about
They
y'all.
really are.
What you call say?
He's a Libra.
Is he?
Listen, I'm born on the one day of the year to share two signs.
Oh,
The only
What's
day
that?
of the year. I'm born
That's a
on the
sign?
only day of the year that share two signs. I'm born on October 22nd.
Yeah.
And it
Okay.
shares the Scorpio and the Libra, depending on the year.
So that's
The
the on the
flip-flop.
cusp
But- right,
sign is
exactly.
what they call them.
you got a
But
lot
see,
going
like,
on.
but see, like, nah, I mean, but you know, like, I'm educated on all things, but I don't put no weight on no sign. You could be crazy as hell no matter what your sign is.
That's true.
That's very true.
That
but
is
if
very
you really
true.
get deep into them, it tells
Yes, you would have to-
definitely about yourself.
Exactly.
No,
You would have to
And
do a
it's
full
so
birth
deep
chart.
on a whole
Yes.
level.
No,
Do a
You know,
birth
because
chart.
I started having women tell me about a Virgo, telling me about myself. I'm like, for real? I said, no, I don't think so. But I meet a lot of women that see this outside of me,
The exterior.
and then when they get to know the inside of me, I hear the same shit all the time. I didn't know you was that deep. They be shocked, and I think it kind of scared them. So they find an exit. They find an exit because
Well,
they
they're
don't
weak.
understand.
You don't want them anyway. They're
No,
weak.
I don't. No,
Yeah.
because I don't. You know, you gave your excuse to get away.
Yeah.
Before I did it.
Yeah,
I
it's
pay
fine.
attention to how a person lives, not always what they say. Person can tell me
Exactly.
anything. I can sit back and observe, and I can pay attention to how a person lives. It tells me everything. You know what I'm saying? So most people don't love themselves enough to accept themselves, or you know.
That's true.
So you know, it is what it is. But I'm not gonna shoot anybody down. You know, I'm not gonna start a debate because I only got to commit to one person. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got to be heard all the time. Like, you know, when it's time.
You ain't gotta be heard all
No,
the
I'm saying,
time.
when it's time. But see, you gotta realize. Listen, you gotta understand when it's time to be heard. When it's my time to speak, that's when I speak. But
Please say
you-
we got that down pat
right.
for you, baby.
But take me away from the public forum. I am a very private person, but I use my platform because I have influence, and I have a leeway. You know what I'm saying? So I use my platform at times for awareness, at time to push an agenda, at time to be, you know, social, at time to be committed to whatever the cause is. But I'm not finna debate. Like, for instance, this is a platform for the opposite sex to start a new dialogue. I'm not here to debate. I'm here to learn. Just like I told you, I say I'm asking a question to get a response because this session is deeper than us sitting at this table. It's other people who gonna come across it. So the right questions have to be asked. So I can't bring a particular attitude to the table. I gotta bring the man that I am to the table, not who I am as a hustler, not who I am as who know this, that, and other. I have to bring the good in me and expose my flaws. That's why I asked the question, do you incorporate your flaws into whatever your approach is? Because very few people showcase their flaws. And a lot of times our opinions can be a gift and a curse to us.
Correct.
Because once you open your mouth, I am of age. So when I open my mouth, it needs to count. I'm not 25.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not 22. I got kids that age.
Okay.
So when I approach a woman at this age, it got to count because then y'all gonna tell you it's the deal breaker.
Yep.
Oh man, this guy supposed to be. He
Yep.
sound like a fool.
Okay, let me ask her. Let me ask a question. I'm going butterfly because she I
Right.
got her too quiet.
I agree.
Do you feel like you a boss?
A boss?
Yeah,
Meaning-
because I meet a lot of women and they feel like they're a boss bitch.
What is a boss?
Oh, we got a caller?
We got a caller.
That's here.
Please take it.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
take it.
I hope it's not somebody.
What is a boss bitch?
Go ahead, caller. Caller? Hello? Just kidding.
Caller.
They hung up.
They hung up.
Okay, what is a boss bitch? I never
Because
heard that term before.
I meet a lot of women claim they bosses, but they don't even have a credit score.
What's meant by that?
They don't even have a credit score.
So she doesn't understand the question.
That's
Yeah,
modern
like-
day
like-
lingo.
Yeah.
So
Listen, that's modern day lingo.
But
That's
what-
not old school lingo. Today,
Just tell me specifically what is that exactly? I could tell you. a million
because
different
I want to
ways.
know what's a boss.
here you go. Ask her.
What?
What's
Answer
a
the
boss?
question.
Yeah.
No,
What's
no,
a
no,
boss?
What's a boss
bitch?
lady or whatever?
boss?
Bitch. What is that?
You know, I don't really like that word.
No, no, no,
bitch.
we not- we
But
not-
I get what you're saying. I understand
But
what
that's
you're
what
saying.
women. That's how they.
Women came
refer
up with
to
the term.
themselves.
Right.
Yeah.
So, so
I
a
just
boss
never-
bitch in this day and age is, you know, a woman that's confident. She about her business. She know what she wants. She know who she is. She got her
Oh,
own
that's the
money.
case, yes.
She
That's
not
what it
looking for no
means.
man to take care of her.
Is
Miss
including-
Independent,
is
basically.
being a boss woman? Do that mean you
You have the
with
mic.
yourself? You
Yes.
very happy
Yes.
and in peace with
Well, I
yourself.
Yes,
So-
but I think
Is
that
that
a lot
part
of
of being
women,
a boss?
but I
No.
do think that a lot of women
No.
that call themselves a boss bitch, sometimes they be like a little too independent. They be like, I don't need no man. I
Exactly.
don't need
And
nobody.
that's a problem.
That's what I'm trying to
Yes,
get to.
that's an issue.
Yeah.
I do understand that. Like, no, like, you know, we're women. There is a, you know, like I told you, I'm a Christian. I do believe in a certain order. You know what I'm saying? I do want a man that can lead me. You know, I do want a man that, you know, that I'm going to be able to look up to and, you know, admire and be like, oh, okay, and trust to help me with whatever it is that I need to do.
Now, when you dating a man or with a man, once he lied to you the first time, is it over?
Yes,
It is.
it is a
'Cause
wrap.
I don't lie.
Right.
So there's no
Because he
need for him
should
to
have
lie.
no reason to lie
There's
to
no
you.
need. I mean, I want to know specifically who he is, and he's gonna know exactly what I am.
Right.
All cards gonna be on
Right.
the table.
Because that's how I feel. Once you lie to me, I don't trust you no more. There's
Exactly.
no way you can build it up because you should know better,
Exactly.
especially at this age.
Okay, I want to go back and address that.
Boss.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the bossy chick. Okay. What I've noticed is that extremely, or just very independent women, the ones who say I don't need a man, they do want a man, but they feel, and especially black women, that they have their stuff together. Okay, meaning whatever, physically, spiritually, emotionally, or whatever, and that the men can't live up to their expectations, and that's why they say that they don't need a man. Okay, and then the men that they do get, if they do get a man, they emasculate him.
Okay.
Okay, because they are so masculine, and that's the problem. Because I tell my friends that all the time. They're like, I don't need a man, and then they get one who's wimpy. He doesn't have a job. Something is wrong with him where she has to take total control of the situation, and that's a
Right.
problem.
See, I got a question for y'all. You meet a man, and he could be a good man. Oh, it's over? Oh, it's over. That little hour went back
That
quick.
was fast.
Wow.
Okay, opinions, comments, get in touch with me. Topics, you want to be on the next show, get in touch with me, Cassine, 5-star. I got to get a nickname.
Co-host.
I'll let London give me one.
No, co-host. You co-host.
Co-host. And we'll see you in 2 weeks with Real Men Part 2.